Good morning students. In the last previous lecture we discussed about the exercise 4.3, that is the how to find out the solution of a linear equation and two variable and how to represent that one on the graph. Now see, some questions are related to exercise 4.3 we are discussing here. Question number 8, your NCERT book. See here, in countries like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. This is a linear equation. F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Draw graph of the linear equation above using Celsius for x-axis and Fahrenheit for y-axis. It means this value of the C we will represent on the x-axis, corresponding value of the Fahrenheit we represent on the y-axis. Now we start our graph. For solution, it is given to you F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Same process. How to find out the solution? Put the values of C, then find out the value of F. C is equal to 0, or you can say X is equal to 0. Then what is the value of F? That is 0 plus 32 is equal to 32. It means solution is C representing on the x-axis. It means firstly come C value, then come F value, 0, 32. Now take any other value. Suppose I take C is equal to 5. Then F is equal to, put 9 by 5 into 5 plus 32. 5 to 5 cancel. 9 plus 32 is equal to 41. It means solution is 5, 41. Another solution, suppose I take C is equal to 20. Then F is equal to 9 by 5 multiply by 20 plus 32. 5 4s are 20. 9 4s are 36 plus 32, that is 68. It means your solution is 20, 68. I make a table for this solution. C, F. C value 0. Then F value 32. C value 5. Then F value 41. C value 20. Then F value 68. Now we will draw the graph for it. This is on x-axis. We can write down this as x-axis coordinate. These are y-axis coordinate. Now see, all the values we are taking positive. This point is O. 0, 5, 20. It means we can take 5, 5 cap, 5, 10, 15, 20. This is Celsius. This y-axis represent Fahrenheit. Now on y-axis we need 32, 41, 68 like this. Then we can show like 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We need more. 55, 60, 65, 70. Or you can take the gap of 10, 10 also, no problem. that is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. See here, there is a gap of 30, but there is a gap of 10. It means we have to put here king sign, because this one gap and this one gap not similar, so we put here king sign. It means it continues. Now see, represent on the graph. When Celsius 0, then Fahrenheit is 32. 0 then 30, there are 10 lines. You can take here 0, 32. Next, sorry, on 0 this is point 0, 32. Next 5, then 41. This is 40, then we can take this one 5, 41. We write down here point B, here write down here point A. Next is 20, 68. This 20, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. We need 68 on 20. 3 point 20, 68. Now join all the point. When you properly draw on the graph paper, then you will get a straight line from it. Then we can write down, this is the equation, f is equal to 9 by 5 c plus 32. This time we will draw a graph for the between the Fahrenheit and Celsius. On this graph, now see the next point, next topic. What is the next part of it? If the temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? What is the temperature in Fahrenheit? We know the equation, f is equal to 9 by 5 c plus 32. What we have to put it here? Here, what is the value of C? C value is 30 degrees centigrade. C value is 30 degrees centigrade. Now see, put the value of C. Five six 30, 9 6 54 plus 32, then you got 86 Fahrenheit. Your answer is 86 Fahrenheit. So what if the temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, then in temperature in Fahrenheit is 86 Fahrenheit. Now see the next part. If the temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, then what is the temperature in Celsius? Our equation is F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Now what is given to you? Value of F is given to you, and we have to find out the value of C. Put the value of F, that is 95 is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Now solve it. 95, this one when you shift here, it will become minus 32. 9 by 5 C. 5 minus 2, 3. 9 minus 3, 6. Now we want to find out the value of C. Here this one is multiplication and this one is division. Then shift here, it becomes 63 multiplied by 5 divided by 9 is equal to C. 9 7 जा 63, then C value is 35. It means we can say when the temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, that in Celsius there is a temperature 35 degree centigrade. Now proceed to the next part. If the temperature is 0 degree centigrade, if the temperature is 0 degree centigrade, then what is the value in Fahrenheit? Or if temperature is 0 Fahrenheit, then what is the answer in Celsius? Same thing, firstly we write down the equation. F is equal to 9 by 5C plus 32. Firstly we are solving this one. Then F is equal to 9 by 5 multiply plus 32. We already solved also this one. Then Fahrenheit is equal to 32 Fahrenheit. When C is equal to 0, then what is the value in Fahrenheit? We already got it, 32. Now do it for this one. If it is 0 Fahrenheit, then it becomes, we put the 0 here in Fahrenheit. Now solve it. This 32, when you shift here, minus 32 is equal to 9 by 5 into C. We want to find out the value of Celsius, then it becomes minus 32 into 5 upon 9. You will got your answer in decimal. 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15 or 1 16. 9 1s are 9, remaining is 7, 70. 9 8s are 72, 9 7s are 63. Again 70, 17.77 like this. That is answer is, you put the value of Fahrenheit, then this answer is degree centigrade. Again check it, are you right? 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15 or 1 16. 160 upon 9, then you will get your answer in degree centigrade. Now see the next part. Is there any value that there is Fahrenheit and Celsius न्यूमेरिकली इक्वल? क्या ऐसी कोई वैल्यू है जिसपे फारेनहाइट और सेल्सियस न्यूमेरिकली इक्वल है? तो व्हाट वी विल डू फॉर दिस स्टेप, दैट इट इज गिवन टू यू F इज इक्वल टू 9 by 5C plus 32. It means F is equal to C. You can write down this one. C is equal to 9 by 5C plus 32. C minus 9 by 5C is equal to 32. These are the same variable. So we solve it firstly. Now LCM is 5, that become 5C minus 9C is equal to 32. This become minus 4C upon 5 is equal to 32. Then C is equal to 32 multiplied by 5 upon minus 4. 4 8s are 32. Then it become minus 40. It means minus 40 is the value, numerical value on which Fahrenheit and Celsius are equal. So this type we solve this question. Now we take another example. The sum of two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing its digit is 121. Represent this statement in linear equation in two variable. This question is not in your book, but it is very important question, so you will also do in your fair notebook. Okay, see here, the sum of two digit number and the number obtained by reversing its digit is 121. Represent this statement in linear equation in two variable. In this question you have to make only equation in two variable. Now see, let take x as a unit place and y tens place. In 8th class you already discussed this type of question, how to take the two digit number. हम किस तरह से two digit number को लेते हैं. In 8th class you already studied. Now see, any two digit number, suppose 21. This is two digit number. This is unit place and this one is tens place. Here given x as a unit place and y as a tens place. So we write down yx. So let two digit number is, let two digit number is equal to y x. But we didn't use directly this like this. We want to convert it. How to convert? Unit place multiply by unit, tens place multiply by 10. Then this equation become 10y plus x. Easily you can say, if I write down 21, then 1 into 1 plus 2 into 10, then this is 20 plus 1. This is also equal to this or not? So we can write down two digit number as a 10y plus x. Now your question is the number obtained by reversing its digit. हमें क्या करना है? We have to do number obtained by reversing its digit. इसके digits को reverse करना है. तो reverse, after reversing it, number is xy. Now it becomes 10x plus y. Your question is sum, means firstly 21 you have, then you have 12, sum of these two numbers. So it means according to statement, if we see, then firstly number is 10y plus x. After reversing, number becomes 10x plus y. Sum of both is equal to 121. Now solve it. 10y plus y, 11y, x plus 10x, 11x, that is equal to 121. 11 we can take common, that is equal to 121. That is y plus x is equal to 121 divided by 11. Y plus x is equal to 11. This is our linear equation in two variable for this question. Y plus x is equal to 11. Okay, now your 4.3 exercise complete. So do exercise 4.3 with example. In your notebook you have to solve the examples also. Now we will proceed for the exercise 4.4. In 4.4 exercise, what we will do study? We will do study about the line parallel to x-axis and y-axis. Line parallel to x-axis and y-axis. Okay. See, any equation is given to you. Suppose your question is x is equal to 5. Question is, draw the geometrical representation in one variable and in two variables. This question you have to represent in one variable and in two variables. How to do it now? See, x is equal to 5. One variable, how to represent? Already this one is in one variable, then we can write down x minus 5 is equal to 0. This one x minus 5 is equal to 0. This is in one variable, or if you see properly, then you can represent it on number line. Number line, how to represent? X value is positive, then we will move to the right side. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this value represent x is equal to 5. In two variable, how to represent? There is no y variable, so how we include the y variable in it? See, x plus, we don't have the y variable, then we take the coefficient of y variable is 0. Minus 5 is equal to 0. Then how to represent in two variable? X plus 0 dot y minus 5 is equal to 0. But if we want to take the solution of it and want to represent in the Cartesian plane, we are taking two variable, then obviously we will represent it on the Cartesian plane. Then how to represent it on the Cartesian plane? See, firstly see how to take the solution of it. Is equal to 5. We can't change the value of x because it is constant only, then it is always 5. Y value may be minus 1, 0, 1, 2. We can take any value of y, but we always get the value of x is equal to 5. Now represent on the Cartesian plane. This is x-axis, y-axis, y dash, x dash, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On y-axis, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. Now we want to represent this on the graph. When x is equal to 5, y is equal to minus 1. It means point will be here. 5 comma minus 1, 5 comma 0 here, 5 comma 1, 5 comma 2. When you join it, then you got a straight line which is passing through 5 on the x-axis. If you see properly, this line is parallel to y-axis. Yes or no? That this one line is parallel to y-axis. It means, what is the equation for line parallel to x-axis? X-axis, line parallel to x-axis, that is y is equal to constant. Y is equal to constant when line is parallel to x-axis. X is equal to constant when line is parallel to y axis. Y is equal to constant. Here what is the equation? X is equal to constant. It means, see here, x is equal to constant, then your result will be, or your graph will be, that a line is parallel to y axis and which is passing through on x axis from the point 5. And when y is equal to constant, it means suppose I take y is equal to 3. Then we get a line which is passing through this point and parallel to x axis. When a line is parallel to x axis, then y is equal to constant. If a line is parallel to y axis, then x is equal to constant. Take another example. Suppose it is given to you y minus 1 is equal to 2y plus 3. Firstly, solve this equation, represent in one variable, two variable, check it. Firstly, we will do solve. How to solve? Here we have 2y. It means, and here we have only y. Then shift here. Then this is minus 1. When you take here, this become minus 3. 2y minus y. Minus 4 is equal to y. It means your equation is y is equal to minus 4. So y is equal to minus 4. It means y is equal to constant. Y constant, then line is parallel to x axis. Then how to make the graph? X axis, y axis, this is origin, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to take the equal distances between them. Now see, y is equal to minus 4. If you want to make the solution for it, y is always minus 4, x may be minus 1, 0, 1, anything. Then on minus 1 there is minus 4, 0, minus 4, 1, minus 4. It means we got a line like this. Y is equal to minus 4. It means if y is equal to constant, a line is parallel to x axis. So this type we will represent in the Cartesian plane, a line parallel to x axis or y axis. Now take some statement problems related to this. Write equation of the line that is parallel to y axis and passing through. This question not in your book, then do solve in your fair notebook also. Write equation of the line that is parallel to y axis and passing through 4, 3. Okay, firstly decide line that is parallel to y axis. So parallel to y axis, then it means what is the equation? Our equation is x is equal to constant. Now one more thing is given to you, that is passing through 4, 3. Now see, in this x is equal to constant, it means this one x value. So what is the constant value here? X is equal to 4. Then this one is answer. That is x is equal to 4. Similarly, this question if I write down, write equation of the line that is parallel to x-axis and passing through -3, -4. Now you can see parallel to x-axis. What is the meaning of parallel to x-axis? That is y is equal to constant. Next, y is constant. Then what is the value of y here? -4. Then your answer is y is equal to -4. Now this time we will solve the exercise 4.4. Now your 4th chapter is complete. Do complete this one in fair notebook with examples and some extra questions you also do, and revise it properly. If you already done, then revise it properly. Okay, thank you students.